Sawara.
Sawara. What is it about this town that's so great? Well, imagine stepping back into Japan's Edo period without the crowds of Kyoto. This is Sawara. From Tokyo Station, you can take the JR Sobu line to Sawara Station in just 90 minutes. And trust me, it's worth the trip. How would you like to take a step into Japan's past? Well, that's exactly what it's like here in Sawara, which is a stone's throw away from Narita Airport. Sawara used to be the kitchen for Edo, which is now Tokyo. Today, we can see beautifully preserved Edo architecture, and we can still see the remnants of the past that fueled the current Tokyo's economy. Let's have a look to see what culture we can still find today. Walking through the town, you can see original, ever-preserved architecture, canals and storehouses that have been standing for centuries. But the best way to truly appreciate Sawara is by dressing the part.
可愛すぎない？可愛いよね。いい。で、帯をこういうシンプルなモダンな感じ。
What do you guys think?
I like the purple one.
Yeah? Renting a kimono completely changes the way you interact with the town, making it feel as if you've stepped into Edo history. Which is why this town is named Koedo. However, a secret will tell you, the residents don't like that, so they prefer Edo Masari, better than Edo. This morning, I'm on the hunt for the home of Takadata Ino, a famous figurehead for the area. Sawara could be said to be a merchant's town, much like this place, the house of the very man who mapped what is now the infamous map of Japan. You can tell that meticulous care has been undertaken to preserve such ancient architecture. The fact that a building can truly stand the test of time is something that I find truly profound. So I found these lovely girls and I offered a nice suggestion to try on a kimono, and now we have a twin! Yeah. Loving it! So, what brings you guys to Sawara today?
So we live in Nagano Prefecture and we wanted to go on holiday because, you know, it's a national holiday, so we wanted to go somewhere we'd not been before, so we thought Chiba Prefecture was a good idea. Misa's from Chiba, so I asked her like what she recommends in the area and she sent us a bunch of places and we thought this looked the most fun.
Loads of people say that Sawara is like a mini Kyoto. Would you guys agree?
I've never been to Kyoto, so yeah, I think it definitely has the old vibes, the wooden kind of structures and stuff like that, and but it's all very compact. You don't have to walk as much as you do, I think, in Kyoto.
Amongst all the places in Chiba, this was one of them. Why would you recommend this place?
I wanted to recommend it, like this kind of old vibes. So like in Chiba, here Sawara is the place that you can like most feel like old Japanese vibes. So I recommended them.
And just by taking a short stroll down by the river, you are invited to try local and traditional cuisine. Unagi is eel, and this pairs excellently with some sake. Perfect because there's a sake brewery just down the road. Nabedana Brewery has been in operation for 320 years, and we received the courtesy to witness the sake production process and receive words from the standing president, Otsuka Kan. Between yourself and this brewery, do you find that there's a relationship with the local community here?
We used to have a family, Otsuka family, living here and controlling this place, but we took over the operation. But we do have a good relationship with the people surrounding in this area, as well as the city of Narita.
Every bottle starts with one key ingredient, koji rice, a special mold-inoculated rice that plays a crucial role in fermentation. It's naturally rich in enzymes that aid digestion, and in Japan it's even used as skincare. And surprisingly, it's sweet. And once that koji has been carefully cultivated, it's time to start the fermentation process. As we step further inside, we see large fermenting bins where different strains of sake are developing their unique flavour profiles. By simply observing and smelling the bins, we could already tell how the yeast was shaping the final product. Some strains create a delicate sweetness with hints of melon, whilst others give off a sharper and more aromatic tone. It's freezing in here. It's really cold. As the sake ferments, it sits in these floor-embedded bins where natural carbonization develops from the CO2 released during the process. We were invited to taste the sake while it was still alive, before filtration or pasteurization, and the first thing you notice is that slight effervescence, a natural, almost champagne-like layer that dances on your tongue. But nothing prepared us for the moment we were invited to smell the CO2 being emitted from the fermentation. It was quite a shock.
If you've ever smelled smelling salts, it also had that effect. If you were to breathe in too deeply, it just feels sharp and you can feel it go straight to your head and it literally jolts you, it gives you a shock. But I had to go in twice because the smell is really inviting, it's really sweet. I do think a tour like this is something that I'd have to recommend. Even if you don't try it, it's definitely very insightful. And it makes you feel a bit special just for being in here and seeing the sights that other people don't usually see.
Once fermentation is complete, next is separation. We saw 2 types of compression machines used to extract the liquid from the fermented rice mash. What's left is a byproduct known as sake kasu. Ensuring nothing goes to waste, after compression, the remaining rice whey is separated and repurposed, placed into bins and given to local cattle as feed. It's a sustainable practice that ties sake brewing back to the local community. And as a surprise, we got to taste a byproduct of this, a dry, cracker-like snack made from the leftover solids.
It makes your mouth kind of dry.
So it's a privilege because this place has been brewing sake since the 1600s, and you can really truly see the heritage of what's lying around it. They've been able to preserve these amazing wooden beams and infrastructure while simultaneously building around it over the years, so it can still tolerate the ever turbulent land that Japan has. Now, if you come through here, the tour's now coming to an end, but there's always more to see, and forgive the poor weather today. Now, this place, which is absolutely amazing, is only 20 kilometers away from Narita Airport. It means you're so close to Tokyo. You're in the heart of a very rich town, which is very reminiscent of the Edo period. You get to taste one of the best drinks Japan has ever made. Let's have a look. After disinfecting, we were guided into a separate outhouse where the warm, carefully maintained koji rice was ready to create the next batch of sake. In this space, you could really feel the humidity essential for cultivating the perfect koji. Then finally, after seeing the entire process, it was time to taste the final product. Nabedana Brewery offers a range of sake, from crisp and dry to smooth and subtly sweet. And I have to say, I quickly found a new favourite drink.
It's really light, very fruity, melon scent. It's my favourite by far.
Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Wow.
This would be absolutely gorgeous in the summer.
It's gorgeous 24/7, it'll be so brutal.
This is just absolutely refreshing.
If you had a fruit plate right now, let me lie down.
Give me a punnet.
Yeah. Oh my.
Imagine if that can be the image we get from drinking this.
Try.
Honestly, you should try.
The best thing about sake tasting is that you never know what flavour you're going to meet.
Specifically, it smells almost grape-like. There's something about a little bit earthy about this one. Ooh. It doesn't burn in your mouth. It doesn't necessarily burn in your throat, but it's very aromatic. I wish I could implore you guys to come here, to come to this brewery. There's something so culturally rich. In every room you go into, you're taken straight back into the past, 300-400 years. Now, I'm delaying it because I really don't want to say goodbye to these glasses, but let's have it. Wow. It's very, very sweet, very, very alcoholic. If you enjoy a sweet wine, you would like this. Personally, I'm going to give this one a miss. The sparkling ones are by far my favourite, as well as the red bottle, which was reminiscent of that glass of red. How delicious. I'm going to be cheeky and see if I can sneak myself one more glass.
Now, Sawara isn't just beautiful, it's alive with traditions. The Sawara Grand Festival is one of Japan's most famous float festivals, with over 300 years of history and holding a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Award. Sawara, in all, is more than just a pretty town. It's a living piece of history. Whether you're visiting for the traditional sweets, the sake, or just a peaceful getaway from Tokyo, this place is absolutely worth your time. So let's have a cheers to discovering Japan's hidden gems.